Hey y'all, hey, this is your girl Kris Bryant from the City Highlight. Girls and guys out there, I'm really excited. I'm sure you can hear that. I am over here at the Houston Museum of African American Culture. I'm having a sit down with the CEO. Go ahead and tell them who you are and introduce them and tell them how they can get over here to check out the museum.
Sure, my name is John Guess and I'm the CEO of the Houston Museum of African American Culture. We are located at Caroline and Whitworth here in the Museum District. It's easy to get over here and we've got a lot of stuff for you to see.
Guys, this is a true hidden gem. Right now they're in the midst of their new exhibit, the Photo Fest, correct Mr. Guess?
That's right, we're part of an international art exhibit called Photo Fest, and for the first time Photo Fest, which is normally at its Spring Street Studios, is hosting events or exhibitions in two external places. One is the Menil Collection and the other one is here at the Houston Museum of African American Culture. This show is by an African Brit named Mark Seeley, who is a renowned artist who has an organization, Autograph, in London. It is a fabulous show.
Oh my goodness, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So guys, you do know that the African American Museum is no charge to you to come, but of course, if they don't charge you to come in, how do they keep the doors open? The way they keep the doors open is they have this amazing shop where you can come and purchase all of this beautiful cultural art. Now, Mr. Guest,
It's the best museum store in the city.
He already knew what I was about to ask. Tell us about this.
It's the best. And you know, someone asked, well, things are kind of tight these days. How do you keep the museum free? And I said, well, we've got a great staff here. And we've got a retail store that gives the best kinds of items that you can find, and our community comes in and they buy them. We give our community value, they give us dollars, we circulate the dollars in the black community, and we need that because, you know, we are the only African American museum in the country without dedicated public funding.
You guys need to hear that. Say that again for me.
We are the only African American museum in the country without dedicated public funding. So in California, that African American museum starts off with $3 million, in Baltimore with $2 million, in Philadelphia with $800,000. We start off with what we get. And so it's very important that a lot of our support, while we're free, comes from that store. We take the time to know what our community is interested in, and we sell that to them.
That's so smart. Now let's get back into this exhibit, because as you guys can see, it is extraordinary black and white art in the room that we're in. How did you decide that you were going to take on this collection, or how do you guys decide what art you're going to exhibit?
Well, I tell you, we have a really good history of great shows here from New York, from national artists. We have very great local artists, and then the last year we added a new chief curator who is renowned, Christopher Blay. And so in Photo Fest, Christopher got us our first cover on art in America. And so when Photo Fest was looking for places, they looked at our history, and of course they looked at the fact that we had a fabulous, really good new chief curator. And they started that dialogue. And so this show was actually negotiated between Photo Fest and Christopher Blay.
Thank you, Christopher. We appreciate you for doing that for
Absolutely.
us. Due to the fact that we're poorly represented and art is very important for our culture, to our culture, we appreciate you guys for having this, for us to have the opportunity to come and visit. How long have you guys been here?
So the museum was founded by former Mayor Lee P. Brown, and he founded this museum in about the year 2000. It was incorporated as a nonprofit. He founded in his last term the African American Archival Library at the Gregory School, which was paid for with public funds, and a Houston Museum of African American Culture, which was private funds. The initial group got the basics of the information about what this was about, and they spent 10 years kind of looking at other places, looking for a site. And then back in 2009, they called me in. My history is in commercial real estate. It is in the art world, and it also is in message and strategy. And they called me in to make it tangible. And since 2009, we got this building, and by 2012, we were starting to show shows.
I love that. I love that. Now, I know this is a museum, but you also offer it if someone wanted to have an event or something, would they be able to come over here and utilize the museum for that?
We do. We are, we're open for rentals where the exhibitions allow us to, and the programming allows us to. But I also want to say that if you want to see this museum, we are the only African American, we're the only cultural asset that's all over the city. If you go to 3rd Ward behind Johnson Funeral Home, you will see our mural that says, "These Lives Matter." If you go to 5th Ward at the Lewis White grocery store on Lyons Avenue, you'll see a mural, our little logo on the back that says, "We love 5th Ward." If you go to Sunnyside to the Lewis Medical Building, you will see a sign that says, "Be at your best with this." That's us.
Yes. So as you can see, the museum is not lacking in making sure the culture is spread throughout the city, and they're very supportive. So we're just asking that you guys do the same and come on over here and check out the exhibit and support the museum as well. Is there anything else that you want to share with my listeners before we get out of here?
Absolutely. You've got to come and see our Stairwell of Memory. Our Stairwell of Memory is the only permanent exhibition we have here. And that Stairwell of Memory is a commemoration to George Floyd, Sandra Bland, and Robbie Tolan, who we call our survivor. And we always say that whatever comes and goes at this museum, our picture of our founder, Lee Brown, and that stairwell should always be in people's minds.
I love that. Again, guys, come over here and check it out. But I'm going to say this. Don't take my word. Come see for yourself.
Listen to her.
Thank you guys for tuning into the City Highlight radio show and television show. This is your girl, Kris. This is brought to you by GMT Radio and the Culture Vision Network. Thank you, guys.